Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant Chess Quiz. Today we are at the next topic, that is the mixed combinations. Today we are going to start with a new topic here. The topic is about combinations. What we see in normal games, we have been doing positions of different types. We have discussed about different themes, the pin, the knight fork, deflection, destroying the defender, and so on. But these positions which I am taking here, they will help us identify the theme, which theme is operating, and in most positions we will see that at least 2 or 3 themes are coming up, like it happens usually in an actual game. So this is the position with black to play and win. So we will try to follow the steps of position solving. So when we have look at the position, we try to see all the pieces, and when we are seeing the pieces, we see their activity, we immediately count how much material is there on the board. So when we look at this position, we come to know that rook for rook, bishop for bishop, for queen there is rook and knight. And when we count the pawns, we see that black has 5 and white has 4. So rook, knight and 1 pawn for the queen, which is counting wise we can say materially even. And even if the king is safe, usually rook, knight and pawn are sufficient for the queen. If we look at the king safety, we come to know that the white king is caught in the middle of the board, and some nice patterns can be seen here. If we see the relationship, we see that the f3 rook cannot be taken because of this relation of f3 and d4 that is there at the range of knight fork, and black is about to open the game with the move d5, because of which we can identify that quickly. So black instantly has the candidate d5 check here, okay, which is one of the most obvious ones. He wants to drag the white king out into the open. Let's calculate the moves and see what happens. After d5 check, of course we know if king takes f3, then knight d4 check and the queen would be taken, when we will see that black will remain a piece up. So cd5, ed5 forced, and when we see that the king has only one safe square, that is the square d5. All other squares are controlled by rook and knight, and if king takes the rook, we already know knight d4 check wins. So after king reaches d5, it looks like the knight on c6 is hanging. Again we can say king and queen are in the range of knight 4 through b4, but this time knight b4 doesn't work. And same happens from the square e6 and c2. The king and queen would be at the range of knight 4. So black gets the move bishop e6 check. See how nicely the check capture attack thing and the relationship works here, along with white's king safety, which we see is very poor. After b6 check, there are 3 candidates. If king takes the bishop, we saw knight d4 check, queen is lost. If king takes the knight, then rook c8 check and the c2, queen is lost. So the king has to go to d6, and once the king reaches d6, we can force him with the move rook d8 check. When king again cannot take c6, so king has to go to c7, when we can force him to take c6 with the move rook f7, and then rook c8 comes. Let's play the moves and see what is best for white. White can perhaps pick the bishop and the knight, okay, and then he can return the queen. Let's see how much he is able to get in the position. So d5 check, cd5, ed5, king d5, bishop e6. Of course ke6 is force knight d4 check. So king d6, rook d8 check, again king c7, king c6 is also similar, rook f7 check, but white would try to test black and not allow what he wants. At least the rook becomes slightly less active. King takes c6 forced, rook c8, and after taking the knight, white will eventually get the bishop as well. After kd6, rook c2, and there comes king e6. So we can say dust has settled, everything has become clear, and black has emerged exchange up in the position. Here black to play, black has various moves. Most people would go for the move rook h2 here, of course, which is good. Otherwise, playing rook f6 or rook d2, trying to trap the king, is also a decent option for black, and black is in a winning position. So by doing these positions, we are trying to get used to more calculation, that is the depth we are trying to improve, and we are trying to identify the pattern, whichever pattern is coming up in the position. So in this particular case, we use decoy, deflection, knight fork, skewer, so many things in one theme. Do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thanks for your time.